Hi, me again, and I've got a bit of a weird story for you today. It's a story about the BBC saving money, which we don't talk about a lot on this channel because it doesn't blooming happen very often, does it? But I think it's accidental savings of money. Have a look. BBC knocks £2 million off salary bill following big name departures. I'll tell you what, knocking off one of the big names they've got would save them £1.36 million a year. I think that's what he gets now, isn't it? Old Gary Lineker. Let's knock him off there. Think how many admin assistants you could get for that, or how many new TV shows you could get written for that. But no, you didn't sack anybody or cut the salaries really of anybody too much, did you? They just walked to go somewhere else for more money and more fame, like Dan Walker. Anyway, as reported by The Times, 9 of the Beeb's most well-known presenters have handed in their notices, including big names like Andrew Marr and BBC Breakfast's Dan Walker. It's understood that the combined salaries of the 9 departing presenters is around 2.01 to 2.06 million. 9 presenters for 2 million quid, or one Gary Lineker for 1.36 million quid. The amount of money that man gets just doesn't make sense for sitting on the sofa talking about football with his mates. I don't get it. But the savings here as well are complete nonsense because, yeah, all right, some people have left and now they haven't got to pay that salary bill. But they're going to replace them. They're going to replace them with someone else or promote someone else to that point and then pay them the same salary, aren't they? Because if you went in and took that job to replace Dan Walker and you knew Dan Walker was on like 300 or 400 grand, you'd say, well, I want 300 or 400 grand because that's what you pay for this position. So they haven't made any savings really, have they? They've just got a bit of savings until they appoint someone new and give them the same money back. Responding to the figure, a BBC source said, people come, people go. But we have lots of existing talent and new emerging stars, and there is always a natural point where people move on. The news comes as the BBC continues to face question marks over the durability of its licence fee. So yeah, not any real savings there, really, is it? A bit of a non-story. And to get replacements for the people who have left, you might have to bring them in from outside or something, in which case you've got to pay them more money. So that 2 million saving might end up being $1 million extra on the bill once they've replaced all the people they need to replace. So there's just something wrong with the BBC and what they pay. It's a public service broadcaster. They should be giving new people a shot, keeping them on a low salary, and then one day they will move on, as the BBC says. As everybody knows, you don't stay in a job for life anymore, do you? No one does, really. It's a shame, really. But yeah, they move on, and then you bring someone else new, an entry level in, to bring them up. Isn't that what public service broadcasting should be? Think how cheap you could get that. Think how cheap you could get that. Think how cheap you could get a new football pundit that was capable of sitting there talking about football with his mates for a couple of hours a week. But I do have to keep going on about Gary Lineker. But he does wind me up. The salary winds me up. It's not so much the man, although I'm not a big fan of him anyway. But it's a public service broadcaster paid for by the people. And yet that's a fair amount of money. It just blows my mind. So yeah, what do you think about this? It's not really savings, is it? They're probably going to end up spending more when they bring in new people and bigger names to replace the ones who left, I would imagine. Or like I said, if they just promote people up, they're going to get the same rate of salary anyway. So whilst they can get a bit of positive PR for once, saying they've saved 2 million off their salary bill, they haven't really, have they? But let me know what you think about it down in the comments below as always, and I will see you in another video again soon. Thanks for watching.